It's official. Max Mayfield is back. What is up, y'all? We are back. I hope you're all having an awesome day. I'm having an awesome day. It feels great to be a Stranger Things fan. So you all, we got the famous set photo release from Ross Duffer. It's Friday, of course, guys. And we got some interesting photos that explains a lot. But before we get into it, definitely smash the like button because it definitely helps. Let's try to get this video to 100 likes. And yeah, guys, let's get into it. So starting off, the first photo we get is very interesting. We have Max Mayfield laying down in a bed, and then next to her we have Lucas. First off, man, look at Lucas's haircut, man. He's definitely growing the flat top. He's growing the flat top for sure, but he's definitely there rocking out with Max Mayfield. She looks, you know, very well. Looks like she's recovering. She looks happy and everything. Maybe they're still having to do makeup on her or something. Maybe she still looks a little rough, but it looks like she's in some type of recovery. And the reason I say that is because of this. I've been in hospitals before. I've visited family and stuff before. Those pink cups on the side, those are, you know, basically telling us that Max Mayfield, you know, she's drinking liquids and stuff like that. It's, you know, the little the container, the bigger one, is where they pour the water and everything. So that's definitely interesting. And we see that Lucas Sinclair, man, he's on his stuff. He's brought a radio, or whatever you want to call it, a boom box, and it's a tape right there next to it. And I'm assuming that is Kate Bush's cassette tape for sure. And you know, he's probably trying to make Max happy. Maybe that I can see where it's going. Maybe that's going to help her get out of that trance she's in with Vecna, how she's stuck and she was blind. Maybe that music, he's thinking that's going to help Max get out of that trance being stuck with Vecna. It makes sense. It definitely makes sense because it helped her. And you know, the first time it happened in the cemetery, and you know, he has her up in the air and stuff, and they put the, you know, the headphones on and push play. Maybe he's thinking like, maybe this is going to help Max, and maybe it's that simple, guys. We're overthinking it, and it really does. I can definitely see that happening. So yes, it looks like Max Mayfield is officially back, guys, and recovering. So I'm happy to see that. And then we see another photo of him holding her hand. He's holding her hand. And that's why I'm saying, guys, maybe she just wasn't in costume. They were just kind of doing like a read over or something. Maybe they had to get her a little bit more makeup to make her look like she's hurting and things like that. So he's holding her hand, you know, the same way, you know, it was in season 4, kind of just sitting there with Max and making sure she's okay. So we have that. And then we have what I said. We have a photo of a little closer towards the bone box, and it is definitely Kate Bush, but it's called Hounds of Love. So it's Hounds of Love, guys. It's a cassette tape saying Hounds of Love, and it has Kate Bush. Definitely, man, definitely some Running Up That Hill possibly being played. That's her, you know, her favorite song or whatever. I think that's very cool that they put that little touch in there, and I think that, you know, this is just a photo, but like I said, I think that plays a big part in season 5. I think that we're going to have to get Max out of that trance with this cassette tape and this boombox. I think that's what Lucas is thinking about, and he brought it to probably see if it worked, and maybe it's working. Maybe it's working. So then we get a close-up on Castle Byers, guys. You know, we just covered that a few days ago of us seeing Castle Byers being like, it like kind of was destructive from when Will did it. Maybe they're rebuilding it, but we see it up close, guys. Not too much shown. We see a flag on the side up close of Castle Byers. It doesn't look too run down from this picture right here, but I'm thinking a flashback, guys, a Will Byers flashback to explain something with him and Vecna's connection. I'm feeling it, guys. I really do think that this is kind of them pointing at the flashback, like, hey, it's happening. We can't show you too much, but because look, I can't remember. I remember when Will hit, he was hitting the front. I think the front was getting torn down, so it looks like the front is brand new. So maybe this is confirming the flashback for sure. Because I remember he had, you know, the bat or whatever he had, he was just hitting it and it was crumbling in the front. So the fact that this looks a little new, Definitely screams flashback, but maybe I'm tripping. Maybe it didn't go that far. And then we see two guys in the woods. I'm assuming the Duffer brothers in the woods with the upside down. We saw some, other set photos of it in the daytime with, the upside down going on in the Stone Mountain Woods. So we see that, and then we see something very interesting. It looks like almost like a barn. It looks, on set, it looks like it's a barn or something of that sort. I could be wrong. Very interesting. See like a barn, and then these are interesting photos right here. So I zoom in, and these looks like these are like scenes that are, got X's over them. Maybe some didn't make, the TV series. It didn't make it, but we see a face, and this face to me looks like Hopper. This looks like Hopper. This looks like potentially how Hopper looked at the end of season 4. The naked face. He looked like he lost weight. He looked like, he was starving. So we see a couple X's on certain scenes, but if you look down in the far right where it's not black and gray and it doesn't have an X, it looks like Hopper is crawling through like some type of tunnel. Maybe, after everything happened, he has to go back to Russia and figure something out, because they had all the stuff trapped in there from the upside down, like they were a part of this shit too. So maybe they have to do some deep digging. Maybe that's going to be a twist that they actually have to go back to Russia to finish everything, because this photo right here in the far left definitely gives me the vibes that he has to go back to Russia, or maybe it's a flashback or something where they're showing something that we didn't see in season 4 of Hopper. Because Hopper, unless he keeps that look where he's like skinny and he, his face is, losing weight, I don't see, that just being a flashback. But I mean, it maybe is a flashback, because it looks like you can see like the Navy jacket he had on when he was in Russia, but I can be wrong. Maybe it's something where he's kind of thinking back and remembering something like, bro, I remember they had this there. We gotta go back type shit, like maybe he's thinking about something he was walking through when everything was going on, and he's saying something and he's like, I know where it is. It could be that simple. But it definitely looks like Hopper when he was back in Russia, but I could be wrong. Got a few X's on the scenes, but this is a very interesting picture too. We see pinball. So I actually played this pinball machine before at an arcade here where I stay. It's a Stranger Things pinball machine, very fun. But we see an arcade machine next to it, like probably like a Pac-Man or something. Definitely thinking we're going to get an arcade scene, just because if we're going like full circle back to the beginning of season 1, you got to get the nostalgia feel with the core of the kids at the arcade. Maybe they're just chilling out, thinking about everything that happened. And yeah, definitely give me vibes that we're gonna get an arcade scene possibly. I could be wrong, but very cool picture. And then it says Ross victories in a row, and it says who's Ross. I like Matt better. And this looks like they've been playing some type of game lately or something they're keeping up on, possibly the days that they've been filming with. But overall, the main thing was seeing Max and Lucas and seeing that he's visiting her and the thing on the dresser with the water. And, obviously she's drinking liquids and everything. And, he brought her the cassette tape with Kate Bush. That's the one I think that's kind of showing us that we're going to get Max Mayfield back fully. I know some people thought her time on screen was going to get snatched away from her. Now I'm leaning towards we're going to get Max Mayfield back at 100% sometime in season 5. I can be wrong, but just the fact we see the boom box next to the cassette tape, that formula together tells me that that's going to probably be something that Lucas was trying to use to get Max out of Vecna's trance. And those photos with Hopper are very interesting. So yeah, guys, comment down below. What do you think about these photos we got from Ross Duffer and everything? And what you think is going to happen in season 5? What could this picture mean with Max Mayfield and Lucas? Do you think she's going to recover, or is it just like a picture? What about those photos with Hopper? What do you think about that? And then let's make sure this video get 100 likes if you want some more Stranger Things content over here on our channel. But yeah, you all, unfortunately, it's the end of the video. I want you guys to hit me up on my social medias. ILIKESCARY on Instagram, ILIKESCARY_ on TikTok, Brandon on Facebook, ILIKESCARY on Twitter. And yeah, you all, right there where it says subscribe. Next to it, click join, become a member of the channel. And yeah, you all, I will see you guys in the next one. Peace. Until next time.